In the vast landscape of Nigerian Christianity, the journey of its prominent pastors often unfold along distinct trajectories, rarely intersecting with one another. It will amaze you that some of these prominent Nigerian pastors' paths have never crossed each other, or should we say, there has never been any record about some of these pastors ministering together or taking pictures together on the same altar at a crusade or programs, which has made a lot of people to take up an assumptions like maybe they are not in good terms, maybe their doctrines differ, maybe. Well, you might be right or wrong with your assumptions, but I can assure you that there is one major problem which you will get to know in the course of this video. So just be patient and watch this video to the end. Then you will discover the major reasons why their paths have not crossed each other. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Alright, now let's dive into why we're here. At number 1 is Pastor E. Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God and Pastor D.K. Olukoya of the MFM Church. These two pastors at their separate corners have made a lot of impact in the lives of people and to the body of Christ as a whole. It will interest you to know that these two pastors have their campground just a few meters away from each other along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. But despite the closeness of their camps to each other, in mass influence and widespread recognitions, there is a notable absence of direct interaction or close collaboration between these two prominent pastors. Are they really in good terms is the questions that a lot of people are asking now. Now, the answer to this question would be yes, despite not being seen together. Two instances might or will clarify the fact that they are in good terms. Number 1, a signed condolence message was sent by Pastor D.K. Olukoya and his wife to Pastor E. Adeboye when he lost his son some years back. At number 2 is that it could be seen at an event that both Pastor D.K. Olukoya and the son of Pastor E. Adeboye took pictures together, which could literally mean that there is no issues between the both families. So why is it that the two pastors have not been seen together if there is no issue between the two families? Well, this you will get to know in the course of this video. Just be patient. Moving on, we turn to Pastor E. Adeboye and Pastor Chris Oyakilome. While both pastors have occupied significant position within the Nigerian religious landscape, their paths have seldom crossed in the public's engagement or joint initiatives. Or maybe I should put it this way, there is no record of both of them being seen together anywhere known their family members. Could that mean that there is a rift between them? Well, that cannot be ascertained since both pastors have never called each other out on any occasion. But there is one or two reasons for which in the course of this video you will know why their paths have not crossed each other. Okay, so now let's explore the relationship or lack thereof between Pastor Chris and Pastor D.K. Olukoya. Despite sharing spotlight in the Nigerian Christianity, these two pastors have maintained a distance from one another with no or limited instance of direct engagement, at least to the public space. The reasons for this also will be explained in details in the course of this video. At number 4, our investigation now extends to the relationship between Pastor Chris Oyakilome and Pastor William Komoye. While both pastors command significant followings, their ministry have evolved along separate trajectories with minimal or no interaction between them. This also could mean that something is wrong, but it cannot be ascertained that both pastors are not in good terms. However, there is something that might have caused them not to come in contact together. This you will also discover in the course of this video. At number 5, we examine the historical part of Pastor William Komoye and Pastor D.K. Olukoya. Despite their respective contribution to Nigerian Christianity and their campground located along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, yet these pastors have seldom crossed paths, maintaining distinct sphere of influence. Neither has their family been seen together. However, nobody could ascertain if these two pastors are in good terms or not, but their lack of contact can be traced down to something which is common also with the other pastors that have been analyzed in this video. This reason will be stated after the next point, which is the last point in this analysis. Finally, at number 6, let's explore the relationship dynamics between pastor of the Lord's Chosen Charismatics Revival Movement, Pastor Lazarus Moka, and the other prominent pastors listed in this video. Pastor Lazarus of the Lost Chosen have not been seen in contact with any of the pastors mentioned in these videos, which could be as a result of the unique theological and organizational structure of the Lost Chosen that have limited him from having a direct contact with these prominent pastors in Nigeria. And it could also be something else. but we don't know. So what is the major reasons why some of these pastors have not come in contact with each other? Let's explore that. Now, here are the reasons why some of these pastors have never come in contact or have no record of contact with each other. Aside from the fact that some of these pastors have not invited each other to ministers in their church, Pastor Chris and Pastor DK Olukoya have never attended CAN or PFN meeting in person due to personal reasons or commitment, and if at all they did, then there is a dent or no record to confirm that, which is where they would have met other pastors. Though the Lord's chosen have established his presence in a few occasions, but none of the pastors mentioned in these videos were in attendance at the meeting or appeared in the record available to the public space, and that is because it was a state chapter meeting. Secondly, all these pastors are trying to protect their members from other doctrines which they believe might be erroneous. Finally, though not as certain but very likely, is pride. Probably one or two of the pastors are having pride within themselves on, why do I have to go and start paying homage or pay respect to another pastor? Just as he is being anointed as a pastor, so am I also as a pastor. At this point, it cannot be certain, but it's just a possibility that it's possible that that is also part of the point, but we can say. But whatever the point is, God understands. Note, of all the pastors that has been mentioned in this video, it's only Pastor E. Adeboye and Pastor Kumuyi that have a regular record of contact. So brethren, it becomes clear that the paths of these Nigerian prominent pastors often diverge with minimal overlap or direct contact, which might not necessarily mean that there is a rift between them, as a lot of people have presumed in their heart. However, while their journey may take them along separate paths, the impact of these pastors on Nigerian Christianity remains profound, shaping the spiritual landscape of the nation in a unique way. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel.